You know what time it is.
Oh, I do.
Hidden Inventory Part 3. We didn't know this last time. We are only getting 5 episodes this go-around. Then there will be a hiatus until the end of August.
Okay.
When we're going
Which
to
is almost
actually
here.
get the core of Season 2.
Now, when you told me that, I got super excited because
me too.
we had one of our biggest gripes with
Where's
it.
Yuji?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the world question where Yuji was.
Where's
It's
Nabarro?
How are we dealing with this?
Where's Megumi?
And yes, we care about Gojo and all that and all whoever.
Oh, I'm loving the storyline.
Sure, but I
didn't
need a full
want it
season
to be the
of
whole
it.
season.
And I'm glad it's not.
Yep.
And that made me look more forward to the next couple episodes.
too.
Because just knowing that this is back filler story that we want to know.
Yep.
But just wait, we have the start of real season 2 in my head.
How did
coming.
Geto and Gojo end up
Right.
in polar opposite camps when they're best friends?
Yeah.
And-
you see a little tension of being like who's the cockier of the two.
No,
but that's just like friendly.
They're competitive.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they're probably the number 1 and 2 sorcerers that have ever existed. So,
And
there's
Gojo
going to
being
be
the
that.
best.
Gojo is number 1.
Yeah.
But remember, Geto has. You don't watch My Hero. There's the big bad guy is all for one. It's all the abilities for one man. And Geto does that. He absorbs curses. He has 4,000 curses that he can manifest instantly.
All right, so that's a good hefty repertoire that we have there.
Oh yeah, he's number 2 of all time, and he gets it by absorbing the curse, and it comes in the sphere, and he has to swallow the sphere, and he now has the curse of what he just
I like
absorbed.
that.
So,
and is it limitless?
So,
We can keep going forever.
forever. So I rewatched Zero after we watched episode 2 because I wanted to know context of things that were happening.
Right.
And there were so many Easter eggs that were leading you to this. There's one in particular that I want to highlight after the episode.
Okay.
But without further ado.
So then we'll wait now.
I almost got spoiled on a couple parts of this because it's all over the internet.
Right.
This episode
I
is
stay away from.
apparently a banger.
All right,
So,
let's do it.
Let's go. Now, we were also wondering that Tengen is a curse that lives at Jujutsu High that locks away all the curses. So every so many years, there's a newborn.
There's to be a new version.
So she is supposed to be the one to blend with Tengen.
Okay.
So that's why she's so important.
But she's obviously a normal person
Exactly.
that doesn't maybe
And
not
when
want
she
this.
gets to the part where she has to do the blending, her life disappears. She goes away. She's
Right.
no more. No family, no friends.
That's unfortunate.
And I love Geto so far.
Yeah, I like this version of him better. I don't need him to be his spooky, scary self.
A simile. with
So
Tengen.
she understands her responsibility.
From a very early age.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine that feeling?
Your whole life.
You're just waiting.
For the time where
Yeah.
you have to throw it all away.
Right. So everything you've done from here, it's like, oh, what's the
Yep.
point? Excuse me, what? Wait, what? Okay.
So they're progressing to get back to Jujutsu Kaisen.
Right, and they can
Jujutsu
do
High.
whatever they have to get back there, but they might take her. It's like your last hurrah,
Yes.
kind of go enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Also terrible. That is very dark.
Yeah. Well, it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
You're right.
Yeah. It's a pretty dark ass show.
And I like
is
that, but it's
why
like, imagine
I love
being-
it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, a really happy moment. Well, I can expect devastation.
Yeah,
in the
but
next couple scenes.
I just really wish we could just fast forward through these next couple episodes.
Oh no!
'cause I'm ready.
I want to know all the context.
Nope, I don't care. I'm over
behind
it. I'm ready for the real stuff.
Like Geto and
Nope,
Gojo.
don't care. We'll learn. It's there. You know what? It really doesn't matter because we've already been here.
And this guy is Toji. Toji is the guy who was on the phone. He's like the Slayer, the demon, the Sorcerer Slayer, the short hair guy, real confident of himself. His
I'd
name's
have to see
Toji.
him again. Yeah.
He was the guy watching the boat racing.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
that guy. Okay, he's Megumi's father.
How'd you find that out?
It's supposed to be known.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's supposed to be known.
Because that's why he
Megumi's
asked
father.
how is Megami doing.
And he said, and he made a joke
because
about
they probably haven't talked.
And did you know at one point in season 1, Megami was saying, what's his name? Oh my God.
Ghetto. Gojo?
Gojo showed up and just took over him. He just was like his guardian at one point. And
Oh.
he said that was, yeah, we know that from season 1.
Yeah, but like...
And how we got there.
Now I want to see.
That's why this is so important.
All right. Fine.
So remember, so that was just showing. They went to go get her. They rescued her.
Right.
And now they're together. Those gorgeous ass blues.
Just get lost in them.
So badass.
What's that movie? The Never-Ending Story?
That
is.
Yeah, kind of looks like that. Yeah, that's right. I guess that was a bucket list for her to do before she gets to assimilate.
Okay. I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You got to give her a good time. Before she protects literally everybody else.
Yeah, all of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Nanami. Remember? The guy on time, he fought a Hanami. He has the whole overtime thing. If he works over, he goes into like,
His rage mode. No, I love that guy.
Yeah. He has a cameo. It's so cool.
I feel like you've now just become the expert on this.
I'm telling you, rewatching Zero was
I feel like that seems like it was a good thing to do.
It was. Such bros. His technique of like his infinite, no one can touch him. He's like keeping that going this whole time.
Which, for what reason?
Defense purposes, in case they're attacked. He has to make sure he's
That's
in the
true. If
possession.
you're number one, people are
Absolutely.
coming after you.
And especially because you're like literally harboring this girl who's supposed to assimilate
Yeah.
with like protecting all of humanity. I'd
So if
have
we
that
get
shit.
you down, we get her,
So
and
he's
then
not
we're
sleeping. He's not doing anything. He's
Right.
just literally on edge the entire time, being a fucking professional,
done. Right.
doing his goddamn job.
Even though on her list is to get bedded down by both of them. No? Did you see that?
No,
read
I didn't see
Oh,
that.
no.
I think I must have missed that one.
Yeah, it was before we
Yeah.
get back to
Oh, that was
High.
off camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the
We
next
were just
issue.
supposed to assume that.
I already have several times.
I know it is anime.
Yes, exactly. I've been conditioned for one thing. Okay.
We're not gonna cut that part out.
No, it's part of anime.
But it is cool to like that they're trying to take her through her like wants and
Very
desires.
nice of them.
Yeah.
Very nice. I think that's the least,
But-
the literally least thing they could
But
do.
just imagine like what she's feeling.
No, I couldn't. Can you truly enjoy the things you're doing
Living
when
in the moment,
knowing what you're
tomorrow
yeah,
brings and the
yeah.
day after.
Like
yeah.
literally tomorrow morning, you're back. There's not enough time in the day.
Even now, just watching her like observe like
Yeah.
things in the ocean.
She'll never see
an
again.
aquarium. First of all, the music is on point.
Yeah, sadness.
Yeah. Well, it's just deep
Tragedy.
and like it's like thought provoking and like makes you sit in her position for a second,
Couldn't imagine.
observing the beauty that she's not going to be a part of the rest of her life. You know.
And the beauty that you looked past and didn't really take for anything. You
Yeah.
took for granted your entire life
And then-
until it was done in about 5 hours. Hell, I'd be running.
To away from it.
Yeah. It's not my... Get someone else. Not my thing. Wait. As soon as he took his guard down.
The moment.
光線血管の内側だぞ。あんたどっかで会ったか。気にすんな、俺も苦手だ。男の名前覚えんのは。
Well,
What?
holy shit. I felt him relieved, like let his guard down. We all felt
You
that.
heard it, right?
Yeah.
He just like let his.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, thank God he can relax.
面白い話。
Was that Megami's father?
That's yeah.
The one that
That's
stabbed
him.
him?
He saw him born into the Gojo clan, and as soon as he saw his eyes, he
Look
wanted
at
to
him.
kill. Look, he just saw him as a boy, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to kill him."
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Yeah. How petty is that?
俺が気取られたのはこの時だけ。
Oh.
だから削った。お前が逃げる。
Wow. He waited a long time for that.
行きましょう。
I love how much they care about each other.
But you know, you can see what weathers him is being player 2.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just genuinely upset and worried about him.
さっき俺を刺した刀とは違う。銃霊もどっから湧いたんだ。重力が全くない。
That's why he didn't sense him coming up on him. What he senses is cursed energy, and he has heavenly restriction.
What does that mean?
You don't have any cursed energy. But usually it's a trade-off for being extremely strong.
Okay.
Like if you're not given the ability to see curses at all, it's called heavenly restriction, and this guy probably has it to like a crazy degree.
Right.
And that thing on his shoulder is most likely a cursed tool.
Yeah, right.
That on top of his heavenly restriction, which gives him his abilities of strength and speed, he's now getting like this crazy ability from whatever this is.
その手のが虎の子か残念寄らせ
Yeah, the cursed tool.
Wasn't that like one of the people in season 1? Like the
Maki.
girl? Yeah.
Maki, yeah.
And she was just as good.
Talks more about heavenly restriction in Zero.
肉眼のお前が見落とすわけはねだがようやく術式頼りの守りに回ったな
What are we watching right now? Like, well,
It's a special grade.
I sense the end of the episode coming soon. Like, I just feel it. I feel the pressure just... I feel it just closing in on me. And it's done. We won't see that again.
No, it's not over yet. What?
I don't even know how to take what just happened. Because obviously we know he's not dead.
Right, but
But a lot happens.
he just killed Gojo.
Yep. Relatively
And
effortlessly.
it's almost like in order to kill Gojo, because he has such limitless potential with cursed energy, you have to have heavenly restriction
Right.
to kill him. Because otherwise he can see you from a mile away.
Right, so we found his one weakness.
Yep.
Okay.
He even knew when to time his weakness,
Yep.
about when he
Yeah.
let his guard down.
Yep.
Toji is smart as shit. And part of me is just like kind of like, I don't know, like Geto and Gojo just remind me of two sorcerers that wouldn't make her follow through with this.
Like they're not... Well, they
Like
were
they'll give her
rule
the
followers
option,
probably
but
at
it's
one
like,
point.
you know, if you don't want to, you don't have
I think
to
that
do
comes
this.
later. Gojo learns that like remember you were saying like we learn why he disrespects the uppers.
Yeah,
And I think this they're students still.
right.
So they're listening.
He's like
and,
17 or 18 during this.
Yeah.
天元様の膝元
I don't ask ages in anime anymore because it's always
国内主要結界の規定
unreal.
What do you mean?
I think like body proportions to age don't really ever match up in my brain.
It's hard also with animation to tell ages. So just
Yeah.
period.
特別な結界の内側招かれた者
But you don't
Reminds me
think
of the
they
Infinite
could've-
Castle and
I know.
Demon
That's
Slayer.
what it looked like.
Yeah.
But you haven't determined a new way to get around this archaic behavior of sacrificing some young person to protect everything.
と一緒に家に帰る素材のガキが同化を拒んだ時その時は
Okay,
There you go.
that's
いいの
yep.
かいああ天元様と戦うことになるかもしれないふんビビってんだ
God, I just love how cocky both of them are. Now this makes sense for their characters. They
Yeah,
would never
right.
blindly just
Right.
do this.
リコちゃんがどんな選択をしようと君の未来は私た
It's
ち
fucking badass.
Wow. She probably didn't ever expect that.
Yeah, no. Like no one can kill us. So yeah, we'll do whatever you want.
Meanwhile, Gojo's dead. Okay.
We don't know that.
Sure.
I just want to know, how the fuck does he come back now?
Yeah, he's almost cut in two. Like split, like...
Yeah, see, so she's lived with this for so long. You imagine the depression.
But because knowing that whoever you meet, you'll have to say goodbye to.
God,
He's
I love
like,
Geto's
okay, let's
character.
go. Mother God! What is happening?
What? That's Jujutsu Kaisen. Beautiful moment.
Jesus!
はいおそれ
God damn.
解散解散
Now's the end of the episode.
Jeez, my lord!
なんでお前がここにいるああなんでってああそういう意味ね五条悟は俺が殺した
rage mode. Now that's a fitting end. Well, that was good.
God damn.
2 things happened that I didn't expect.
You know what I love about
3
anime?
things. Let's say 3.
Circumventing my expectations. Damn.
Gojo's dead. Obviously, this episode.
The assimilation ain't happening now.
But she wasn't going. So there was the other thing. They gave her the option. That was the third thing that like wow, like okay, like hey, sure, let's go.
No, but I actually expected them to do that. Like
You did. We were talking about it just prior to it.
nothing about their personalities would lead me to think like, no, you must do this thing that
Mindlessly
you
go
were-
get her.
You were born to do.
Right.
They're like, no, we're stronger than anybody alive, and no matter what you want to do, we'll protect you. Except heavenly restriction exists
And a bullet.
and bullet. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what I loved about that scene?
I'm wondering
even
if
as
you're
good
gonna
as even as good as like Ghetto is with his reaction times and stuff, he still reacted slowly to a bullet. Like he was smiling after the bullet already left their brain, and then it was like a real reaction time.
Right.
That's realistic. He realized it after she had been shot. I thought that was a nice touch.
You know what the crazy part is that you always complain about is a villain being a villain.
Yeah.
Not there. I'll talk afterwards.
Yep.
Let me tell you what I was going to do and why I did it. Not, hey, let me explain so you have time to figure out how to beat me. No, I just killed your thing that you were protecting, and we're out.
Your best friend. And your best friend.
And now you.
Now, I can now see, because, okay, in Zero,
Okay.
Ghetto, his whole ideology is laid out. He thinks humans are monkeys. If you're not a sorcerer, you're
You're
monkey.
lesser.
You're basically an ant.
Okay.
And I bet you that this situation breaks him, where this girl who had all this potential to be what she wanted to be was just snuffed out because some
And he's
dude with
normal.
a bullet.
He's not a curse. He's a human.
Well, yeah, he has heavenly restriction though, so he's extremely powerful
Yes,
in
but
other ways.
In another way, not
yeah.
necessarily the curse realm.
He
So-
could have killed her just as easily by sneaking up and breaking
Right.
her neck or anything. The gun was just the tool.
That was a
he
guarantee.
used. Yeah, exactly. And I love the fact that it's like there's a potential plot hole where you go, first of all, they know all this shit about curses. They would have seen all this coming, except with heavenly restriction. So this
was a really good episode.
Toji is like this.
He's my favorite character right now. I like him.
My God, and I want to know the relationship between him and Megumi.
Well, that's I think what we're going to see it in the second part of the season.
Yeah.
Is father-son got to meet up again, and he's back.
Megumi's sister is afflicted with a curse that no one can understand, that we know from
Right,
season 1.
correct.
So maybe he's going on his crusade against curses, and anything curse-related he's snuffing out with the possibility of saving his daughter.
Because if you kill the thing that's supposed to protect all of Jujutsu High,
Yeah.
well then you have no more sorcerers because
Yeah.
they're all going to be unprotected and everyone will know that.
And then maybe he can find the thing that's afflicting his daughter.
And you just killed the most powerful sorcerer they had.
Man, I am...
With little effort. That was good.
3 episodes.
Yep.
And I'm like, God, a week.
Yeah.
A week.
That was really good. And you were prepping like, oh, everybody says this is really good. This is a really good episode. Well, they were right. Yeah. So, I don't know, guys. If you like what we're doing, make sure to like, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know what you think about us in the comments below. And we'll see you next week for episode 4.